Welcome, mighty companions. My mighty companions are coming online. Welcome, my mighty companions. Welcome to A Course of Love. Welcome, my mighty companions. Welcome to A Course of Love. 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 Welcome, Robin. Welcome to A Course of Love. Welcome, Janet. Welcome to A Course of Love. Welcome to A Course of Love. Welcome to A Course of Love. Welcome, CJ. Welcome, Dharma. Welcome to A Course of Love. Welcome to A Course of Love. Welcome to A Course of Love. This is Earl Purdy. Welcome to A Course of Love. I'm welcoming you to A Course of Love. I'm excited. I'm excited too. This is going to be a great gathering tonight. Welcome to A Course of Love. Welcome to A Course of Love. Welcome, CJ. Welcome, Cheryl. Welcome, Dharma. Welcome, Rita. Welcome, Miguel. Welcome. Welcome to A Course of Love. Janet, welcome to A Course of Love. We're going to get down tonight. Make a little love. We're going to get down tonight. Good to see you too, brother. Good to see you, Rita. We are doing A Course of Love. And The Course of Love is an incredible book. And what I like to do is bring the book to life. I like to try to make sure, if at all possible, we can hear what it's saying together. So I'm going to be on chapter 29. I'm going to be on chapter 29 in A Course of Love. And remember, you don't have to believe the ideas. You don't have to accept the ideas. You don't have to welcome the ideas. Some of the ideas are going to be quite startling. Some of the ideas are going to be hard to believe. But if you use these ideas, you will see that these ideas are true. If you use these ideas. And tonight, in A Course of Love, we're going to be on chapter 29. And chapter 29 is attention. Chapter 29 is attention. And it's kind of a long chapter, so I'm going to try to move at a pace that's that's slow enough for us to try to get what it's saying, but fast enough to hopefully get through this section in a reasonable amount of time. Don't forget, those of you welcome to A Course of Love, don't forget to comment, like, and share the video. When you click share, you can share it on your timeline, and that will expose it to your friends. And then more people can join us, and we can have a greater and greater gathering of mighty companions. So today's lesson is attention. Attention. Wow. So to attend is to be present. So that means that if you're going to attend something, it means that you have to be present. So if you're going to attend this gathering, it means you have to be present. And also, I think it's interesting that it says to attend is to be of service. So if I'm going to attend something, then I'm going to be of service to it. And if I'm going to attend something, I'm going to be present to it. And this is the meaning of which we speak when we ask for a commitment to life that requires your attention. So do you know that when it talks about making a commitment, all it's saying is be present, be of service. Be present, be of service. Be present, be of service. It is to attend also is both a request for focus and readiness and a request for service that can only be given in the present by a mind and heart available to the requirements of the present. So what does that mean? It means it is the appropriate attitude for the time of tenderness as it is an attitude of ministry. So what does that mean? Well, that means that your function cannot be known to you while you shy away from the idea of service. So the Course of Love is telling me that as long as I shy away from the idea of service, if I shy away from the idea of serving, then my function remains unknown to me. If you shy away from the idea of being in service, then your function cannot be known to you. So whether you realize it or not, there's a part of you that associates service with subjugation, particularly the idea of service, it says, to a higher will or a higher cause. I think that me rendering a service to God means that I've got to subjugate myself to God and I've got to sacrifice to some higher will or some higher cause. And A Course of Love says some of you associate service with a lack of free will. Like if you're going to serve, then you have no choice but to do something that you might not want to do. Or you think that if you serve, you're going to be of a more subservient stature. Others think of serving in terms of charity and continue to see a difference between, it says, those who would serve and those who would be served. Few of you have as yet integrated this course's definition of service into your own lives. Many people have not integrated A Course of Love's idea of service into their own lives. But now we're going to get a new idea of service. What we're going to do now is we're going to get a brand new idea of service. And I'm going to give you a chance to make comments. Please make comments. Please communicate with each other. And when I can, I'll try to answer some questions. But what I want to say is this. I do a lot of thinking about why am I doing this? Why am I doing this? Well, the main reason that I'm doing this is I'm teaching what I most need to learn. And so what I see my function is to bring this to life, to keep it from just being words on a page. That's why I stick really close to what the Course of Love is saying, because I would much rather you walk away from this gathering on Facebook Live. I would rather you walk away from this gathering actually having heard what the Course of Love says and have remembered what the Course of Love says than almost anything else that I would say. So it's already telling us, you know what? You got the wrong idea of what service means. You think service means subjugating yourself and doing things that you don't really want to do to help somebody. That your idea of service does not really turn you on. But I'm going to give you a brand new idea of service, and this brand new idea of service is something that you cannot bring the learning you've done here into an engagement with life and not realize the true meaning of service, or in contrast, the true meaning of use, which means you who have so worried over what to do have both welcomed the idea of service and feared the idea of service being required of you. So I was just told there's a part of me that is excited by the idea of service, and there's a part of me that fears the idea of service. So I'm going to admit to you right now that there is a part of me that welcomes the idea of being of service to you, and there's a part of me that fears the idea of being of service to you. There is no mystery to this, as the idea of service in your society is an idea of enforced duty, as exemplified by joining the military. So the Course of Love is saying we also have an idea of service that we think is some duty that you are forced to do, like being in the military once you join. It says you have no notion, as did people of the past, of being of service to God. So there is a part of us that has no notion of what it means to be of service to God. So again, when I go through this stuff, I use that opportunity as a time for me to come clean. And I would suggest to you that you also use this as a time to really come clean. What I mean by that is I'm going to agree with what it's telling me. I'm going to say, you know what? There's a part of me that doesn't have the slightest idea of what being of service to God really means. There's a part of me that has no idea what being of service to God really means. And do you want to know what being of service to God really means? To be of service to God is not to be a slave to God. To be of service to God does not mean you subjugate yourself to God. To be of service to God, slave of God, to be of service to God means that you are going to attend to God. To be of service to God means that you're going to finally attend to God. And then we already heard that to attend to God means that you are willing to be of service to God, that you're willing to be present. So to be of service to God means that you are willing to be present, you're willing to attend, you're willing to be of service. To be of service to God is not to be a slave to God. to be of service to God is but to attend to God. So to be of service to God means that you're going to give God your attention and you're going to give God your care. To give God your attention is the same as giving love your attention and giving your care your attention. So give love your attention, give love your care. You who would cry, God, make use of time. God, make use of me. God, would you use me? God, would you use me? Those of you who would say, God, would you use me? God, would you use me? You only need to give to God your devotion. What does it mean to give to God your devotion? What does it mean to give to God your devotion? What does it mean to give to God your devotion? To give to God your devotion is to give to God your willingness to serve instead of use. I'm going to what? Give my devotion to God. Giving my devotion to God doesn't mean getting down on my knees and saying, oh God, I'm devoted to you. Oh God, I'm devoted to you. No, giving my devotion to God means let the universe be of service to you. Let the universe be of service to you rather than trying to use the universe to accomplish your goals. Rather than trying to use the universe to accomplish your goals, don't you know that rather than trying to use the universe to accomplish your goals, you should be letting the universe be of service to you? Why don't you let the universe serve you? Why don't you let the universe serve you? Why don't you let the universe serve you rather than trying to use the universe to get what you want? Rather than trying to use the universe to get what you want, why don't you let the universe serve you? That's what the Course of Love says. That these adjustments in your attitude towards service, changing your attitude towards service, will bring about the completion of the cycle of giving and receiving and the beginning of wholeness. You got to make adjustments in your attitude towards service by realizing that service isn't a sacrifice. True service isn't a sacrifice. True service is not subjugating yourself and making yourself do stuff that you really don't want to do for somebody else. So this is as true for your own goal of wholeheartedness as it is for any wider goal of unity, because your goal of wholeheartedness and your goal of unity, your goal to have oneness and your goal to have unity, your goal to join your mind and your heart, and your goal to have unity, they are the same goal. Wholeheartedness is unity regained. So don't you know that that means that when you are ready to be wholehearted, you're saying, I'm ready to regain my unity. I am 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 ready to regain my unity. Your return to unity is your return to your full power, is your return to unity. So if you want to get back in touch with your full power, if you want to know your full power, then have the desire to return to oneness. Have the desire to return to unity, and you will be returned to your full power. Now, what is your full power? What is your full power? Your full power is your ability to be of quite literal service to God and your brothers and your sisters. So when I say I want to use my full power, I'm saying I want to use my ability to be of service. I want to use my ability to be of service. I'm ready to use my ability to be of service. I'm ready to return to my full power. I'm ready to return to my full power means I'm ready to use my ability to serve. I'm ready to use my ability to serve. I'm ready to use my abilities to serve. I'm ready to return to my full power. I'm ready to use my abilities to serve. I'm ready to return to my full power. I am ready to use my ability to be of service to God, and I'm ready to use my ability to be of service to you. If God were to speak to you, if the Creator were to speak to you, if the Creator was to tell you of what means your service would be to your Creator, this is what your Creator would tell you. If the Creator spoke to you and was going to tell you how you could be of service to the Creator, the Course of Love says the Creator is going to say to you, my child, return to me. Your Creator is saying, return to me, return to me, return to me, return to me, return to me. That's how you render service. You return to love. You return to me. That would be you rendering your service to me. to render your service to me, all I want you to do is return to me. That is what God is saying in this book. That's what love is saying in this book. You want to be of service? Then you return to love. You want to be of service? Then you return to God. It says God has no will apart from yours. That is, there is nothing that love wants for you that you don't want for you. You want what love wants for you. You want but what God wants for you. So A Course of Love says, your return to unity is all God seeks for you. Your return to unity is all God seeks for God. And your return to unity is all God seeks for all of God's children. So our return to oneness, our return to love, our return to freedom, our return to each other, that's the only thing our Creator wants for us, is our return to love, our return to joy, our return to freedom. That's the only thing our Creator wants for us, is our return to unity. The return to unity was the accomplishment of, one of the accomplishments of Jesus was the return of unity. And all that is meant by what I have often repeated here. And I'm going to repeat this again to you. Listen very carefully. I got something I want to repeat to you. Listen very carefully. I have something I want to repeat to you. Only you can be accomplished. 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 Your service is but dedication to this goal of your accomplishing the return to love. You're accomplishing, remembering the love that you truly are. Your only accomplishment, your truest accomplishment, is returning to the awareness of how loving and loved and lovable you are. You are to accomplish returning to the awareness of how loved and loving and lovable you are. So let's see what we have. Let's see what our mighty companions have been saying. Thank you for sending out all the hearts. I love y'all. Y'all so doggone cool. I just love being with you. I love this time we have together. Okay, let's see what we have here. Dharma says, yes, Jesus achieved unity and stepped out of space and time where all things are possible. At any point, we can choose to quit staring our pot of yuck and return to God. Sophia says, I'm ready to serve as God created me. No more pitiful self-made mess. Thank you, Lord. CJ says, in a course of love, wholehearted means to have heart and mind and spirit in accord. That is indeed a place of power when you have your heart and when you have your mind in accord. That's the place of power. Thank you, CJ. Dharma, God says, love, I'm ready to return to full power. I'm ready to use my abilities to serve. Yes, in union, your full power is restored. Heartedness, whole, complete heart involvement. CJ says, I'm ready to regain my union. Dharma says, power. Power is returned. So feel wholeheartedness and union are the same. So I want you to realize that the more you repeat back the things that we are hearing, the more you repeat back the things that we are saying, then the more it becomes a part of your consciousness. One of the things that it says in one of my wisdom texts is that a truth that you don't make a part of yourself is a truth that really doesn't mean anything to you. So you have to be able to say the truth and put the truth in your own words for the truth to really become a part of you. So please, make comments, share, talk to each other, talk to me. That's why we're doing it live, so that we can feel each other's energy. Well, let's go to chapter 29, paragraph 8, in A Course of Love. I tell you, wow. I'm out of town this week, and I'm in New Mexico, and it's warm, it's beautiful. Okay, all right, I'm back. It froze for a minute. So if it ever freezes up, just hang in there and wait, because it usually will come back on. So let's go, it's paragraph 29, paragraph 7, chapter 29, paragraph 7, chapter 29. Now return to unity, accomplish this goal for all. For all are one in me and one in unity. This is why you have no need to concern yourself with anything other than this goal. What goal? The recognition of who you really are. Your realization of this goal's accomplishment is the realization of your divinity. So when you accomplish your goal, you can tell when you've accomplished your goal, because when you've accomplished your goal, you will return to the awareness that you are divine. It's time for you to return to the awareness that you are divine. That's a state unaltered and yet in need of your recognition and your return, to recognize you are divine, you are divine, you are divine, you are divine, you are divine. Now, while this goal may at first appear to be a selfish goal, the truth is it may seem like it's a selfish intent to be all about your realization of love. It may seem selfish to feel like focusing on yourself so much in terms of your spiritual awareness and spiritual illumination is selfish, but it's not. When you return to unity is a return to unity. And there's nothing more important than returning to unity. So the goal that we're being asked to accomplish is the goal of returning to unity. It's the goal of returning to unity. It's the goal of returning to oneness. The goal that is to be accomplished by us is the goal of returning to oneness. The goal to be accomplished by us is the return to oneness. And it says, from within the center, what is your center? The center is the core of unity. Your center is your core of unity. And within this center, your accomplishment goes out to the world as mine once did. So what is your accomplishment that should go out to the world? Your accomplishment that should go out to the world is your return to unity, your return to oneness. You're extending out into the world the love that you recognize from your return to unity and your return to oneness. In chapter 29, paragraph 9 in the course of love, it says the time of tenderness. What is the time of tenderness? The time of tenderness is a time of your approach to unity. The fact that you are now approaching unity is a time of tenderness. And the atonement that is accomplished here is the means of opening the gate to your approach. In other words, no one has closed the gate to accomplishment to you, but you, by your own hand, pulled the gate and shut the gate as you departed your heavenly home, and you don't remember that your own hand can open the gate once again. There was a gate that you closed on your happiness. There's a gate that a part of you closed on your happiness. And just as you closed that gate, you can open the gate to your happiness as easily as you close the gate to your happiness. You can open the gate to your happiness just as easily as you close the gate to your happiness in some areas of your life. You can open the gate to happiness in those areas of your life, because it's a gate of illusion. It's a gate of mist. It's a gate of clouds before the sun of your happiness. So right now your hand is outstretched now. Right now your light is clearing away the mist. The gateway to unity. It says the gateway to unity stands before you. The gateway to unity stands before you. It's like an arc of golden light beneath a rainbow, vibrant with the colors of life. Life, life, not death, assures your approach. Life assures your approach. God himself will guide your entry. God will guide your entry into your happiness. God will guide your entry. God will guide your entry. God will guide your entry. Love will guide your entry. Love will guide your entry. Now, many of you have noticed the consistency with which you have glorified falsely that which you would imitate from creation. In other words, in work too, you will find an example of this, where you all know that work and service somehow go together. You all know that work and service somehow go together. In many cultures has work thus been glorified. In many cultures, work is glorified. That means work is made to seem as if working is the proper use of life. So glorifying work is making work seem as if it's the proper use of life. So you are glorifying work if you believe that the proper use of your life is just to work all the time. If you believe that just the proper use of your life is just to work all the time, you're actually glorifying work. If you believe it's just about working all the time and that the proper use of your time is to work all the time, you are actually glorifying work. You are glorifying work. And yet, as God's child, listen to me now, as God's child, your work is God's work. Your work is God's work. Love's work is your work. The work of God is your work. Your work is the same as God's work. Love's work is your work. Your work is love's work. Your work is that of creation. You were created to create. 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 Your creation is your service to the world, is your creation. Your service to the world is your creation, as God's work is God's service to you. Another way of putting it is, as you can't imagine God toiling, it's hard for you to picture God toiling. Oh my God, it's hard to picture God toiling, as you can't imagine God toiling. So you should stop imagining yourself toiling. Stop imagining yourself struggling. Stop imagining yourself having it hard. A lot of you think that life is a drudgery. A lot of you think that life is toil. There is much you need to do just to stay alive. That's what you tell yourself. There's a lot that I got to do just to stay alive. There's a lot that I got to do just to stay alive. And if a thing is required, if a thing is expected, if a thing is necessary, your tendency is to rebel against whatever you think is necessary. Your tendency is to rebel against it, to seek for ease in getting things done, or ways to avoid doing things at all, which means have your paper plates and dishwashers taken the ritual from a meal. You have had your use of paper plates and your use of dishwashers have actually taken the ritual away from a meal. Your manufacturing has taken away the satisfaction of something that is handmade. Now, this is neither good nor bad to have a dishwasher and to deal with mass manufacturing. That's neither good nor bad, but this attitude of life as a toil, this attitude of life as toil, this attitude of life as being drudgery, this attitude of life being hard, that is part of your rebellion. Rebellion against what? You are rebelling against the idea of service. And one way that you rebel against the idea of service, according to A Course of Love, is that you see life as being tough and you see life as being hard. And the part of you that sees life as being tough and hard is the part of you that's rebelling against the idea of serving. You have no time for more than you do now. That's what you, and you think of service. If you think of service at all, you think of service as something to be fit in here and there in a way that's convenient to your service. Like even if you do think of serving, you think of it as something that needs to be convenient to your schedule. That you're going to do a little serving here and you're going to do a little serving there, but all of my serving has to be convenient in my busy schedule, you understand. So it's extremely important. I mean, it is extremely important for you to realize that God's work takes place outside of time. God's work takes place outside of time, as do all acts of true service and all acts of true creation take place outside of time. This is not a readily understandable concept that all true service takes place outside of time, but it is a concept that is necessary for you to have faith in. Have faith in the idea that all real service takes place outside of time. All real service takes place outside of time. It's essential to your release of the concept of working hard and toiling. If you want to let go of your belief in having to work hard and struggle and toil, then it's essential that you accept your function here, which is to be of service, which is to truly be using your time to return to God and using your time to return to love and using your time to be a conduit for love. That is how you will get rid of the concept that you need to struggle and you need to toil. So be sure to keep that in mind, and that serving is ecstasy and serving is great. I love this. I love this. Let me take a breath. Let me take a breath. This stuff is intense because I'm really trying to say it in a way that makes it conversational, but at the same time, not go so slow that all we can do is sit around and analyze it and try to think about it. Because basically what it's saying to us is that we got the wrong idea of what we think service means. We think service means doing something you don't really want to do. But service really means using your time to return to love and using your time to return to God and using your time to be the love. And then also telling us that real service is something that takes place outside of the body, outside of the ego, outside of time. And that if you want to be released from having to work your butt off all the time, then you need to accept your function here. And your function here is to be the accomplished, that which is the physical embodiment of freedom and truth and love. Okay, I got that. That's why you have to breathe. That's right. I have to breathe. I'm telling you, it's coming through me at an awesome pace there, Dharma. But thank you. We're going to breathe. So I'm going to keep moving because this is a pretty large section, and I want to make sure that I go through all of it. So what I would like to do right now is I'd like for all of us to feel each other. That's the advantage of us being on a live broadcast, is that everything is happening in real time. That means all of the people that you see making comments, we're all here together right now. You really are in communication and linked to me right now. What you see is exactly what's happening right now. And all of us can feel the connection in the right now moment that we all have as mighty companions. That feels so good. Sending lots of love to you, CJ. You say it's time to go to bed. You need to get that rest. We're sending all that love back to you too. So right now in chapter 29, in paragraph 13, it says, no matter how busy your schedule, 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 it is only a schedule in terms of your perception of it. You're only on a schedule in terms of your perception of being on a schedule. You're only on a schedule in terms of your perception of being on a schedule. Your schedule, I'm going to tell you what your schedule is. You want to know what your schedule is? Your schedule is just another way of saying your life and an alternative view of how you look at your life when seen this way is absolutely necessary. There is no wholeness will be possible for you. No oneness will be possible for you. No happiness will be possible for you. While you look at life in terms of schedules, no wholeness, oneness, and happiness will be possible for you. While you look at life in terms of schedules, plans, timetables, or things to get done. You will not know true wholeness. You will not know true happiness as long as you look at life in terms of schedules, plans, timetables, or all this stuff that you need to get done. No wholeness, no happiness, no oneness will be possible for you while you compartmentalize your life. Stop compartmentalizing your life into designated pieces, giving yourself time for work, and then you got time for leisure, and then you got time for work, and you got time for leisure, and you don't see them as the same thing. Your time for work and your time for leisure are both the same thing. Your time for work and your time for leisure are both the same thing. They are times for life. It's all life. Whether you're working or whether you're playing, whether you're working or whether you're playing, it still is all just life. Life is, love is. Life is, love is. Life is, love is. Life is, love is. Okay? All right, we're going to go deeper now. 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 Life is service to God. Life is service to love. God is service to life. Love is service to life. You are God in 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 life. You are love in life. You are love in life. And that means you are life. You are service to life. You are life and service to life. You are God and service to God. All of the entire vast universe was created the same, to live and to serve life. You were created to live and to serve life. You were created to be of God. You were created to be of service to God. You were created to be of love, and you were created to be of service to love. You were created to be of God. You were created to be of service to God. You were created to be served. You were created to be served, and you were created to be served. You were created to be served, and you were created to serve. You were created to serve. You were created to be provided for. You were created to be provided for. You were created to be provided for. You were created to provide. You were created to have needs met. You were created to have your needs met. You were created to have your needs met. You were created to meet needs. You were created to meet needs. You were created to have your needs met. This circular nature of the universe doesn't leave anyone unattended. The universe doesn't leave anyone unprovided for. You are provided for. You may not know you are provided for. You may not feel like you are provided for, but you are provided for. You are provided for, but you don't realize it. You are provided for, but you don't realize it. In paragraph 16 in chapter 29, it says, the separation but accentuated this manner of function. And the separation but accentuated this manner of functioning and made of it something difficult and challenging, something to be changed. What does that mean? It means the separation accentuated this manner of functioning and made of it, as the rest of creation, something that it's not. What does that mean? It means the separation accentuated this manner of functioning, but it did not create it. What does that mean? It means that life exists in service to life. Your life exists in service to your life. Your life exists in service to your life. Life exists in service to life. You exist in service to life. You may not know it, but you are continuously in service to life. You are serving life. Whether or not you realize it, Raj, you are serving life. You are serving life. It's funny, you are going to serve life. You are serving life. You are serving love. It says this could also be stated this way. Life exists in relationship. Life exists in relationship. Life exists in relationship. So it's in relationship that life exists. Life exists in relationship, and relationship is the interaction. So relationship is an interaction within which service occurs. Service occurs in a relationship. Serving happens in a relationship. Relationship is the interaction. So a relationship is an interaction. A relationship is an interaction. And the interaction is where serving each other occurs. So in my relationship with you, which is an interaction, this interaction is a place where serving each other can happen. So the replacement of the idea of service, you got to replace the idea of service, the replacement of the idea of service with the idea of use. That's what made for the existence of special relationships. So what caused special relationships, where love is but bargains. In a special relationship, love is a bargain. In a special relationship, love is a bargain. You do this and I'll do that. You treat me this way, then I'll treat you this way. The existence of special relationships, came about because we used to have the idea of using each other in a relationship for our own personal fulfillment and happiness. We used to get in relationships primarily for our own personal gain. We are being told that now the purpose of the relationship is, how can I serve you? And serving you would be, how can I help you return to God? How can I help you return to love? How can I help you return to innocence? How can I help you return to happiness? How can I help you return to abundance? How can I help you return to loving yourself? How can I help you return to loving yourself? How can I help you return to knowledge? How can I help you return? How can I help you return to God? How can I help you return to happiness? How can I help you return to security? How can I help you return to joy? How can I help you return to fun? How can I help you? How can I help you? That is what you say in a holy relationship, a healed relationship, a relationship that's based on the idea of service. So the idea of use created all ideas of toil as the only means of having needs met. The idea that I need to use you is what created the idea of toiling and hard work that I must do in order to have my needs met. So struggling and working hard is coming from the basic idea of I need to use you instead of I need to serve you. The idea of using each other also created all notions of distrust. So distrusting each other is coming from us trying to use each other for our own personal gain and use each other for our own personal happiness. That's what started all distrust. The idea of use created all notions of distrust, starting with your idea of using the very body you call your home rather than allowing your body to serve you. You are making a mistake. I'm going to tell you, Raj, what you're making a mistake. You are making a mistake by trying to use your body rather than allowing your body to serve you. Stop using your body and start allowing your body to serve you. Stop using your body for all of your little personal fantasies that never make you really happy, and start allowing your body to serve you. So take a moment to say that. I allow my body to serve me. 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 You allow your body to serve you. 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 Now in chapter 29, paragraph 17, Intercourse of Love, it says, the universe exists in reciprocal relationship or holy relationship rather than special relationship. The universe exists in reciprocal relationship. Reciprocal relationship is holy relationship. This is the nature of existence. As unity is the nature of existence, unity is the nature of existence and cannot be changed, and unity is the nature of existence and has not changed, although you don't believe it. Unity is a joyful relationship. Nature is a relationship that is joy. Once you have given up your belief in separation, joy will be known to you. When you give up your belief in being separate from everything, that's when joy will be known to you. Joy will be known to you when you give up the idea that you are separate and different from everything. When you let go of the idea that you are separate and truly different from everything, happiness and joy will return to you. Happiness and joy and bliss and ease will return to you as you let go of the belief that you are different from everything in your truest nature. The choice to change your belief is before you. Do you know that the choice that's before you right now is the choice to change your belief? Aren't you ready to make the choice to change your belief? Aren't you ready to make the choice to change your belief? Now, as you once chose separation, you can now choose unity. You used to choose to be separate, now you can choose to be joined. You used to choose to be separate, now you can choose to be one. Not knowing that unity was a choice, not knowing that you had the choice for unity, prevented you from making that choice before now. What prevented you from making the choice for unity before now is you didn't really know you had that choice. The choice is yours. Choose once again. Choose once again. Choose once again. As you make your choice, I want you to remember that your choice has to be wholehearted. When you make your choice, it has to be wholehearted, because it is in wholeheartedness that the power of choice exists. In wholeheartedness, that's where the power of choice exists. A split mind, And a split heart can prevent you from utilizing the power of choice. If you're divided on what you think you want, if you're not sure that what you want is love and all you want is love, and you're not divided on that all you want is love, all you want is freedom, then a split mind and heart can prevent you from using your power of choice. But you're having a split mind, you're having a split heart can prevent you from claiming this choice. You do have a choice. Even if you have a split mind, even if you're confused, even if you don't know what the hell I'm talking about, you still have a choice. And right now you have to claim this choice as your choice. So what is the choice you need to claim as your choice? Choose anew. Let the power of heaven come together. Let the power of love come together. Let the power of love seal the rift that you have between your mind and heart. Let the power of love make you whole again. Let the power of love make you whole again. Claiming your identity and claiming your power to make choices. You have to claim that you can make choices. It's an act that comes from an entirely different place than decision making. Decision making comes from one part of you, but choice comes from another part of you. Claiming is akin to prayer, and claiming is just in asking. When you're going to claim your inheritance, you're going to claim your inheritance of love. You're going to claim your inheritance of love. You're going to claim your inheritance of love, and you're going to claim your inheritance of love, and you're going to claim your inheritance of truth. And that simply says, I'm going to ask for my true inheritance. Let's say that. I'm going to ask for my true inheritance. I'm going to ask for I ask for my true inheritance. 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 You have felt that you need to know for what it is you ask. You need to know what you're asking for. You need to know what you're asking for. Yet you can't know until you inherit. Can you have faith? Can you have faith in your true inheritance? Can you have faith that your true inheritance is what you really desire, even knowing not exactly what that inheritance is? Can you say, I want my true inheritance even though I don't know what it is? I want my true inheritance even if I don't know what it is. I want my true inheritance from God even though I don't know what my true inheritance is, I want it. Even though I don't know what my true inheritance from love is, I want it. Even though I don't understand what my true inheritance is, I want it. Even though I don't know what my true inheritance is, I want it. When I say these things, take the time to say them with me, because this needs to be an experiential experience. So right now say, I have faith that my true inheritance is what I truly desire, even if I don't know what it is. I want my true inheritance, even if I don't know what it is. Can't you follow me, Jesus, in my choice and accept my choice as your choice? You who have so long been afraid, you've been afraid to claim even your smallest gifts. Those of you who've been afraid to claim even your smallest gifts, I want you to look again. I want you to look again. I want you to look again at what? Look again at claiming with the definition that I provided. Claiming is also contrary to how you have perceived of it in terms of claiming something for your own. In other words, you claim not to own or to separate what you have from what another has and then to call it special. In the past, you just claimed stuff just for yourself you claim in order to reclaim yourself. So when we talk about claiming right now, we're talking about reclaiming yourself. You claim in order to reclaim. You claim in order to reclaim. I reclaim myself. 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 So in paragraph 23, chapter 29, in the course of love, it says, how can one's talent cause another to be less talented? How can one's service deprive anyone else of the right to serve? No, to our like. It's only in God that we're all the same. We're only the same in love. We are only the same in love. When we're in love, when we are free, then we are all the same. So don't you know what I'm about to tell you is the great divide, that the great separation, but there's this great divide, and this great divide is the separation between what we can see and what we can't see. The separation is between the indivisible and the divisible. Only those reunited with God, only those reunited with love achieve the state of unity. So no one achieves unity except in love and joy and freedom. You only know oneness in love and joy and freedom. When you feel and know love and joy and freedom, then you have regained the state of unity. The only state that exists is the state of unity. The only state that exists is the state of unity. The state of unity is the only state that exists. That means your gifts, that means your talents, that means your uniqueness, that's your service. So what is your service? Since you are here to serve, your service is the gifts you give, which are the talents you have, which is your own uniqueness. That's your service. When you are being your own unique, talented self, you are rendering your service. So can't you look at your talents as your service? Why can't you look at your uniqueness as your service? And so then you can come to understand the reciprocal nature of giftedness, that what God has given only needs to be received. What God has given you only needs to be received. What love has given you only needs to be received. The indivisibleness of God is just this one little thing. The indivisibleness of God is just this one little thing. The indivisibleness of God is just this one little thing. An unbroken chain of giving and receiving. The indivisibleness of God is an unbroken chain of giving and receiving. The invisibleness of God is an unbroken chain of giving and receiving. The invisibleness of God is an unbroken chain of giving and receiving. There's 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 an unbroken chain of giving and receiving. And this is a definition of what unity is. Unity is an unbroken chain of giving and receiving. Service is just another way of stating this law of creation. Service is just another way of stating this law of creation. The law of creation. What is the law of creation? What is the law of creation? The law of creation, the rule of creation is this unbroken chain of giving and receiving. To receive means to accept. To receive means to accept. So it's an unbroken chain of giving and accepting. You give and you accept. You give love, you accept love. You give love and you accept love. I give love and I accept love. I give love and I accept love. I give freedom and I accept freedom. 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 I give love and I receive love. I give love and I receive love. I give abundance, I receive and accept abundance. I give abundance and I accept abundance. Remember, to receive means to accept. When you worry about the future, when you worry about the future, when you worry about the past, Earl, and when you worry about the future, Earl, you're just worrying about whether or not there's going to be a return on the gifts that you've given. Whenever you worry about the future, Earl, whenever you worry about the future, whenever you worry about the past, it's you worrying about the return of gifts given. What gift of opportunity did you not accept in the past might you not recognize in the future? What gift of fortune, what chance encounter, what decision might have changed your life? Why should you have done what you didn't? What might you do in the future if your fear of where the direction you choose may take you? What peace might you know if you realize? What peace might you know if you truly realized? What peace might you know if you truly realize that all gifts come but once and are forever? All your gifts are forever. Every love, all the love you've ever experienced is for forever. Every gift that you've ever experienced is for forever. Whatever comes from God is for forever. You get it once and you have it forever. When it comes from love, I give it to you and you have it forever. When something is coming to you from God, it is given to you and you have it forever and nothing or no one can take it away. When it comes from God, when it comes from God, when it comes from love, it's given to you and you can never lose it and nothing will ever take it away. Nothing will ever take it away. If it comes from God, if it comes from love, nothing can ever take it away. The past and the future don't matter. Your past and your future don't matter. Your past doesn't 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 matter. The future 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 doesn't matter. The past doesn't matter. What's gone doesn't matter. What's over doesn't matter. What's past doesn't matter. What's gone doesn't matter. What's over doesn't matter. The not yet doesn't matter. The future doesn't matter. The not yet doesn't matter. What hasn't happened yet doesn't matter. What hasn't happened yet doesn't matter. Oh man, what hasn't happened doesn't matter. Everything is available right here and everything is available right now, because right here is where giving and receiving can occur. Right now is where giving and receiving can occur. No chance to learn or grow is ever missed. You've never missed a chance to learn and you've never missed a chance to grow. Each still exists, though not in time. Each opportunity to learn and grow still exists. But each opportunity to learn and grow, do you know where each opportunity to learn and grow? Do you want to know where each opportunity to learn and grow is located? Each opportunity to learn and grow, each opportunity to learn and grow is right here, right now. Raj, every opportunity for you to learn and every opportunity for you to grow is right here, right now. Mighty companion, every opportunity for you to learn and every opportunity for you to grow is right now. So can you replace your attention? Can you replace your attention to the past and future with an attention to the present? Can you replace your attention to the past? Can you replace your attention to the future with an attention to the present? Pay attention to now. Pay attention to now. Pay attention to right 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 now. Instead of paying attention to what you think happened to you in the past, instead of paying attention to what you think is going to happen to you in the future, stop paying attention to what you think is going to happen to you in the future. Pay attention, Raj. Pay attention to what is happening in your life right now. That, my friend, was the section on attention. That was the section on attention. And I'm going to do a few takeaways right now before we complete. So this is all about what paying attention really means. This is all about what attention really means. This is about what attention really means. We just got through hearing about what attention really means. I would love it and appreciate it if you wanted to share a financial expression of appreciation, that you would go to my website, earlpurdy.com. And I would love your financial support of my teaching ministry. If the Holy Spirit within you says to you, share, then I would really appreciate that. I'm also available for one-on-one sessions. If you're really ready to get past your blocks and get some support in remembering who you really are and the love that you are, then I do clarity sessions. And my clarity sessions also include my over 30 years experience as an astrologer and a numerologist for higher consciousness and peace purposes. So I'm available for one-on-ones. Go to my website. It explains everything about the services I offer, earlpurdy.com. And every Thursday at 7 p.m. is A Course of Love, Mountain Time on Facebook Live. And also every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Mountain Time is The Way of Mastery that I do on Facebook Live. And on Sundays at 1 p.m. I do A Course in Miracles, 7 p.m. Mountain Time on Facebook Live. Okay, so let's take a look. Let's take a look. Let me see what we have here. I love the fact that you said, I can say it again. I love that. So let's take a breath. Let's take a breath. Let's take a breath. Thank you, all of you, for sharing. Like Shirley says, I allow my body to serve me in the service of love. I allow my body to serve me in the service of love. Body is my servant. It's happy, healthy. It's a healthy, happy servant of all. So remember that this is about attention. What are you going to pay attention to? Don't forget, the service is just another way of stating that this law of creation is nothing but an unbroken chain of giving and receiving. Also, you could receive many of your gifts if you were to let go of your focus on the past and your focus on the future and allow yourself to focus in on the opportunities that are happening right now. I am going to ask for my inheritance even if I don't know what it is. I don't know what the gifts of God are. For me, I've been hearing about the gifts of God for years and years and years and years, and I don't know exactly what that looks like in form, but I know in content it is peace, it is joy, it is happiness. I know that in content it is abundance. I know in content is a feeling of oneness and a feeling of unity and getting in touch with my full power. I don't know exactly what that looks like in physical form. I don't have to know exactly what that looks like in physical form. What I do need to say is I allow my inheritance even if I don't know what it is. I allow my inheritance even if I don't know what it is. I allow my inheritance from God even though I don't know what it is. I allow my inheritance from God even though I don't know what it is. I allow all my good even if I don't know what it is. I allow all my good even if I don't know what it is. I allow my inheritance even if I don't know what it is. Do you know what your service is? I'm going to tell you what your service is. Since this is about being present and giving something your attention, means that you are going to serve it. So how do you serve me? How do I serve you? How do we serve each other? The way that you serve me, the way that I serve you, the way that we serve each other is I'm going to give you my gifts. I'm going to share my talents with you. And most of all, I'm going to share my uniqueness with you. We are all unique. We all have our uniqueness. We are all unique expressions of love. We are all unique expressions of God. And me expressing myself to you right now is me expressing my talents, me expressing my gifts, me expressing my uniqueness. That is my service to you. My service to you is me being authentic. My service to you is me being myself. My service to you is me wanting to regain my sense of oneness and my sense of wholeness with you. I love this. I love this. Only when you are reunited with love can you achieve the state of unity. So claim yourself right now. Choose anew. Let the power of love come together. Let the power of love heal any rift between your mind and your heart. Let the power of love heal me. I allow the power of love to heal us. Let the power of love heal us. Let the power of love heal us. Let the power of love heal us. We ask the power of love to heal us. We ask the power of love to heal us. We ask the power of love to heal us. We ask the power of love to heal us. We ask for our true inheritance. We ask for our true inheritance. We are willing to choose for love once again. We choose for love once again. We choose for happiness once again. We choose for happiness once again. The choice is yours, and you choose unity. The choice is mine. I choose unity. The choice is yours. You choose unity. When you're in a joyful relationship, you're in a real relationship. And when you're in a real relationship, you've given up your idea of being separate. You've given up your idea of being separate. So what is before you? What is the question that's before you? What is the choice that's before you? Mighty companion, the choice before you right now is the choice to change your belief. You can make the choice to change the way you believe. You can make the choice to change the way you believe. And the area of your mind that gives you the power to choose is a different area of your mind than the area of mind that gives you the power to make decisions. But decisions and choices ultimately are the same thing. I choose for love. I choose for my inheritance even though I don't know what it is. I am willing to be present. I'm willing to give the truth my attention. I'm willing to serve my people in my relationship rather than use the people in my relationships. I no longer want to use you. I want to serve you. How do I serve you? I serve you by sharing my unique gifts and my unique talents and my uniqueness with you. Me being my true, authentic self is my service to you. You being your true, authentic self is your service to me. So be yourself. Let me see yourself. Let me see the you beyond the programming that you've gotten from the world. Let everybody see the you that's behind all the programming that you've gotten from the world, the you that is your greatest joy. Give you attention. Mighty Companion, thank you so much for being with me and coming online and being here on Facebook Live and making the comments. Again, supporting us as Mighty Companions in a course of love, which is a course of freedom. Please share this video, like this video, comment on this video. I can feel our oneness and that we're all going to choose for our true inheritance, whether we know what our true inheritance is or not. I love you. Go to my website, sign up for my contact list so I can let you know about my workshops. I appreciate you. I love you.